Testing, 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 testing. Hello. Welcome, Queen Snarf. You were the first to chat today. Was a bit slow to getting the actual stream started because of my disk running out of space and me having to clear some space and restart just to make sure it wouldn't like run into any issues, but getting that fixed. How am I today? I'm doing great. I finished my taxes. I combed through all of my financial information, all of my bank records, everything, and found out that I was never paid the $1,400 stimulus. I never got it. It was never in my account. There is no record of it ever going to any of my accounts. So I signed up for the like return rebate whatever, and I may be getting that money back on my tax return, unless they just decide like, nope, never mind. I don't know what the fuck is up, because I remember waiting for so long and then never getting like notification that I had gotten paid. But I got a letter that says that I was supposed to have been paid this much. So, I'm hoping I get that money, and then, yeah, that's most of what I did today. Fixed some other stuff, edited a few things. What I want to do today, after I finish my, my bog here, get the only time you won't get the stimulus check is if you were dependent when it was really, yeah, no. I got the first two, I just didn't get the third one. But today, I'm gonna start this stream, once the title card goes away, with just an ANGLIC lesson. Because I have a 3-part series on my side YouTube, of a couple different parts of, ANGLIC, and I wanted to also make content for that channel. So I was thinking of going back to the format that I originally shot them in and doing a little interesting linguistic lesson. It's not gonna take that long. Maybe it takes an hour. But for the rest of it, trying to learn on lowercase, hell yeah. Yeah, so I want to make some new content for that channel. Update that playlist, continue the ANGLIC course. I only really wanted to do like 5 or 6 videos, so I figured let's just do the last couple. And since I have to stream anyway, I can just, you know, do this while my screen is already being recorded. That's my logic. But I'm gonna be talking about verbs. I'm gonna be right back. The coolest passion project you've ever done. I've never seen somebody just casually make a language. See, if you wanted to see what casual looks like, that was like my first couple conlang projects. ANGLIC is like, I don't know what the word is. It's very, it's very industrious. It's a very industrious project. I spent a lot of time, you know, staying up late hours in the night, just kind of distracting myself, typing things into spreadsheets, making, you know, colored word charts and stuff. 'Cause like, I've been interested in conlanging for, let's see, I think like 16 years now. I've been doing it. I started learning that different languages had different writing systems, and then from there, I learned that... No, I'm not saying you're downplaying it. I mean, like, I've had casual interest in things, but yeah, ANGLIC is probably my, like, flagship creative thing. I think I've put more time and effort into it than, like, any other thing I've done on the internet. I want it to be my legacy, and that's why I have a whole, you know, mythos. But, as soon as I learned that there were other writing systems that didn't work like alphabets, I was just obsessed initially with coming up with writing systems, and I think a lot of kids in school do this. Well, they'll come up with like ciphers. Ciphers for different sounds. And sometimes people will make up, like, you know, Pig Latin or some other kind of, like, some nonsense words that'll refer to a certain thing just to be secretive. I went the full, like, no. I want these words to mean something, but I want it to be something that, like, someone speaking English wouldn't understand. And I think one of the first applications I had for it, I got a notebook taken away from me in middle school because I was drawing in it too much. And writing things in it that were too vulgar for a middle schooler to be writing in school, basically. And, I decided to just start a new, like, alphabet that wasn't exactly like the English alphabet, but was more phonetic, and then writing things in that. And then it kind of just sprung out from there. Also, welcome, Spoonie. I'm finally eating the bog. Someone telling you you're not allowed to write or speak. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when it came practical, when it became practical, I started putting a lot more work into that. And that was the, Thais script, and I had 3 of them. One of my friends learned how to write the cursive form of it, which was, like, inspired by, like, how Arabic and Hebrew are written. Then eventually I came all the way back around to, like, okay, the English language, spelling-wise, sucks. But so many languages that use the Latin alphabet have a much more defined, like, aesthetic to the language than English does, because English borrows, like, fucking 90% of its words. So Hebrew is like one of the first languages, right? I mean, religious people will tell you that, but, no. No, not really. But it was an early standardization of a very loose writing system, and they made all the characters square, and that looked cool to me. It still does look cool to me. Yeah, Hebrew and Canaanite and Arabic and trying to think. One of the early languages is just tally marks on a tablet. Oh, or talkie marks. Also, welcome, Cass. Yeah, so cuneiform was actually used to write 3 different languages. And an interesting thing happened. They have fucking kanji. Some of the languages that were used to write cuneiform would adopt characters from other languages that are not related to them, but still using the same writing system. And they would use their words, which may have been a phonetic spelling of that word in another language, as their symbol for that word in their language, and then they would pronounce it like that word in their language, even if it's a literal transcription of a word from a different language. So much in the same way that like kanji is read in Japanese. It's fucking fascinating. And it was one of the first instances of what's it called? Oh god, I used the word. The try something. But basically, kind of like the Rosetta Stone, where you have the same message written in 2 different languages. So they had a language. There's an inscription. It had, I don't know, fucking Sargon of Akkad or somebody had erected. I cannot remember, but there's this big inscription that's written in like Sumerian and like Canaanite and Hittite, or like whatever. I can't remember the three languages that used cuneiform. And it's from that inscription that we were able to like even begin to start translating some of the older languages that use cuneiform, because we knew one of them and we knew of its descendants, but we didn't know like one of the others, and we only knew a bit about one. So it was sort of like how the Rosetta Stone like started to give us clues about how to decipher Egyptian text, because they had it written in 2 other languages, which makes it a lot harder to mistranslate something, because you can get the meaning from 2 different sources. So, yeah, I know I'm like walking trivia for like writing systems and shit. And especially like our own lineage of writing system. I know so much. I know too much. Finishing up my bog here. And then I'm gonna when I put the screen up, it's just gonna be raw video, because I just want to record this bit. For, you know, to clip for the other YouTube channel. Then I will go on camera, and I'll probably be doing some guitar stuff. And I also want to show you a thing that I discovered about my speaker cabinet. I posted about it on TikTok, but I want to explain a little more with the full video frame. Okay. Yes, I saw that. Yeah. There's tons of videos that are out there that talk about how to use a speaker as a microphone, but that was my first time like doing it with just like my old, what I thought was an old shitty, you know, amp cabinet. Only has 2 of the speakers in. But no, it's it surprised me. I can't wait to do the demo. Friday, we're probably gonna set up the stream from outside this room and mess with the bass sound. All right, bog done. How's everybody in chat tonight? How's the vibe? How's everyone's day been? Ugh. I've been organizing. Hell yeah, that's also what I've been doing the past couple days. I have just been trying to do these little optimizations, make my day and routines go better. I was hit with a wave of like suddenly needing to, you ever like get that like thing where you're like, the only way I can describe it is this feeling of like, what if in the middle of the night a demon that wants to fix my life is going to fucking possess me, and they wake up and like everything's fucking shit and they can't do anything. It'll then that'll feel bad. That'll feel terrible. Thank you, Queen Snar, for gifting that subscription. But I just started running around and being like, nah, I need to like get everything ready for the morning. I don't want any, you know, like dirty dishes or anything out. I don't want any like I want to have like my clothes for tomorrow set out. I want to make sure I have like a full glass of water on my desk so in the morning. Like I just that whole, like I used to have like a routine I would do at night, and I was like, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do like 10 times as many things, and I did that. And I felt pretty good waking up this morning. So I'm trying to organize my routine back into that. Okay. 1 more minute just to square some things away, and then I'm gonna start the lesson. And here I am. I'm trying to structure a routine for myself because the only reason I ever had one was to go to a place for 8 to 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. I was always told what to do, and then I never grew from that to doing it on my own. Yeah, there is a certain amount of routine that I think is like just good and healthy to keep, and when you're outside of like a structured environment, it's fucking almost impossible. But yeah. Okay. I think I'm good. I think everything's set up. I think it's time. Built a coat rack and a bookcase. God damn. Alright. Yeah, that sounds like productivity. That sounds like... I mean, objectively, building anything is like the most innately satisfying thing, because you get done with building it and you're just like, oh shit, there is a thing here that wasn't here before, and I am responsible. Alright. Spring cleaning. Oh, what an appropriate song to fade out on. Alright. We're here. We're queer. We're gonna talk about linguistics. So I'm gonna come off the title card, and then I'm gonna do my, like, you know, intro for the edit. So let's do it. And we fight deer? There we go. Let's do that. Let's fight some deer. That sounds like a good plan. Alright. Is this gonna work? Can I switch the thing? Here we are. There it is. And welcome to Lesson 4 of the ANGLIC CONLANG. Today, we're going to be talking about verbs. A lot of things about verbs, like all the different forms verbs take, the number and person agreement, the tenses, of which there are past, present, and future, also perfect aspect and subjunctive uses, and we'll talk about the verb uses, the uses of a verb as a part of speech verb, and uses of verbs as adjectives, which are called participles, and other miscellaneous use cases and some other factoids. So, I feel like the first thing to get into is this chart here. So here's the chart. Now, I have an example word here, and it is the word here. The word to hear is hören. That's the infinitive form down here. We'll get to that, though. The root itself is hör, which means hear. The present indicative form of a verb is the form of a verb that means someone is doing something presently. The verb is happening right now. So ich hör means I hear. And the suffixes don't come into play for singular present indicative. It's just the root. It's just that. The first suffix that we find is this apostrophe th thing here, and that is pronounced herith, hirith. Let me back that up. And that is pronounced hirith. So it's sort of like an or a reduplication of the sound before it. Heareth. Heareth. So, if you just say the heareth, that means we are hearing. You can also say this really fast and say like weherth, but some words end in sounds where you can't entirely do that. Duolingo Owl is going to be so mad at me for learning this instead of trying to get fluent in Spanish. God. Yeah. This is certainly less useful than Spanish. It's only really useful as sort of like a... kind of like how Esperanto is kind of like a good halfway tool for learning like a European language. ANGLIC is a pretty good halfway tool for learning like Old English or a Germanic language. Probably not Latin languages, though. The next indicative form is the past indicative form, and it has this sort of meme spelling of the past tense. So if I were to say ik heard, ik hert, actually, or herit, means I heard. And this, like th, is similarly an or an I, or a reduplication of the sound, or a reduplication of the vowel that came before it. And then you can modify this into the plural form and say the... well, that's not what I wanted. You can modify this into the plural form and say we hörden, which is we heard. Pretty simple. So, ik hear, I hear, we heert, one is hearing, or no, I'm sorry. Ik hear, I hear, we heert, we hear, ik heert, I heard, we herden, we heard. So, that sounds pretty straightforward, and all of these have similar things in English. We have like adding an S to the end of something for a person agreement or a number agreement, and in ANGLIC there is no person agreement. So this would be ze hier, ik hier, du hier. It doesn't matter if it's me or you or he, she, they, it, whatever. It doesn't matter what the subject is. If it is a single subject, the conjugation is simply single. Now, the other main difference is when we get to future indicative. Now. I gotta stop saying now. The other major difference is when we get to the future tense, and there is an indicative case for the future tense. Is it case or is it mood? I can't remember. The future indicative is where things start to get interesting and new. We don't really have a direct equivalent of this, but we will say that something will happen, or something's going to happen. And this is a simpler but shorter way to say that. So if you say like ik herel, which is the same sort of logic of putting an or reduplicating the sound, ik herel, this means I will hear, or I will listen, or I'm going to listen, or I'm going to hear. Something like that. It's a shorter way to say it. And similarly, modifying this, we can change it to the plural form, weherem, which is we hear, or we will hear. We are going to hear. So that's that. That's pretty simple. These are simple tenses. And one thing about the future tense is that it is always said with the amount of confidence that something like It is always said with the amount of confidence as saying the sun is going to rise tomorrow. Right? So this is not like a might or a may, it is this will happen. You know? The winter will come after the fall. It will be cold in the winter. It will be dark after the sun goes down. The sun will rise in the morning. I will hear. Oh, that's the wrong character. I will hear. I will listen. So that's a thing. We do have other ways to talk about should, can, must, all these non-concrete things. We'll get to that a little bit further down. Is that a cultural thing, or is it just a feature of not having words denoting probability? Yeah, there are probability words. We'll get to them. The other class of verbs, when verbs don't necessarily behave like verbs, are the participles. And there's one for present, past, and future as well. This is similar to the English ing. If you say run, you can say that you run, I run, he runs, she runs, they run, we run. You know, there's all of that. And those are all verbs. Ran is a verb. We use that like a verb. But when you say that someone is running, a running man, or the woman is running, notice, this is no longer a verb. This is an adjective. This is an adjective that is describing the noun. The woman is running is the same structure that you would say the woman is tall. It's a feature of the subject being described. So, participles in Anglic come in these varieties. There's the present participle, hirend, which means hearing. And this can refer to, you know, are you listening? Hearing. Oh man, what's a word? Oh, I didn't have example sentences for this. Let me think. Really, I don't? All right, let's just use animals. Hidden fox. So the listening fox. This would be, you know, these kinds of things wouldn't necessarily be used in the same way that we say, like, you know, is running or is hearing, because they would just say hear for that. This means is hearing. But hirend is specifically if you're referring to one, you know, what am I saying? The participle form is when you are referring to a specific quality of a subject being described. So you could compare the hidden fox to an unhearing fox, right? Like if you have like a sound that if you like cause like a loud clang, and then you see two foxes, and one of them turns its head and one of them doesn't, you can specify, you know, the hidden fox is like this fox can hear. You could also say the hired fox, the fox that heard it, the herd fox, or this could also be, because of semantic distinction, you could also say the hired fox, meaning the fox that is heard, meaning the fox that has been listened to. Like if you heard a fox screaming, you could say that was the fox you heard. The heard fox. So these are participles. And if you say, let's change hidden to Sausen. The Sausen Fox. So this means the fox I'm going to see, or the fox that will be seen. The fox that is to see, basically. And because of transitiveness, depending on how you conjugate this noun, it could be fox, meaning this is the subject, or it could be foxa, meaning this is the dative. Meaning that this is the fox I'm going to see, whereas this is the fox that will see. So, there's a little bit of grammar fuckery, little bit of grammar shenanigans in Anglic, just because of the way that nouns and conjugations work. And similarly, you can add this N. You can add this N to the ends of it. Damn. You can add this N to the end of the future participle, and it becomes Sausnen. And what is the dative? Oh, I can't see that right now. It'd be foxes. Yeah. So this would be the foxes who will see. The hooded fox. Yeah, absolutely. Romanigans. Hell yeah. So, with just a few of these suffixes and particles, we have extended on how easy it is to say certain more complex things in English by just adding a few conjugations. So, now that we're at the end of the participles, there's these two rows here. The imperative is like if you're trying to say like, go, or get out, or get fucked, or shut up, or like anything like that. It's the command form of a verb. It's usually said without context surrounding it, and is just sort of is often just used on its own. But in Anglic, this can be used sort of as just like a forceful version of the infinitive sometimes. I can explain that another time, and it's also deep in the docs, buried. But if you were to say, and this is the easiest one, hera, that just means listen, or hear me, right? And if you're addressing a crowd, you can say, herna, hear. Do you want to be specific? Herna me, hear, listen to me. And those are imperatives. You don't have to shout them. Herna me. You can, you know. But it is the mood. It is the mood of shouting at someone to do something. And of course, the infinitive is, as we would say to hear, they would say hiran. So if you are like, how can I say this? I'm gonna use a word I'm gonna get to later. Hidden. Hidden. I'm going to hear. This means going. This means to hear. So it's used pretty literally. If you see the word to verb in English, there's usually a good chance you can just replace that phrase with the infinitive form of the verb and be good. It's not imperative to shout, but it is imperative. Yeah. Love to hear a rendition of Get Fucked Paul McCartney in ANGLIC. Oh, you know, eventually I'll do more memes in ANGLIC. I'll do more meme songs in ANGLIC. I do want to do more conlang music. It's pretty difficult, but you know, I want to put the time and effort into it. It'd be fun. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to this next chart here, which is the word fathom, which this also illustrates why I like the aesthetics, or why I chose the aesthetics of ANGLIC, because this word in particular, fathom, looks so foreign, but it is pronounced exactly the same as our word fathom. All right. And you can see here that some of these things would be pronounced slightly differently. So, say if we have fathmith, or fathmeth, fathmend, fathomt, would probably be one of the biggest changes. Fathomt, fathoml, fathamsen, fathomen, fathoma. Basically, the main thing to remember about conjugating stuff that ends in a consonant like this, where some of the vowels can launch off of it, is that the last consonant, instead of becoming like fathom, instead of becoming like the end of a syllable, it usually becomes the beginning of another syllable. So, fathml. Fathml. Or fathmuln. Or, fathman. Fathman. It's just one thing to remember. It seems pretty, intuitive. Like, obviously, if something ends in a consonant, it can continue into the next syllable. But it tends to be the rule of pronunciation when conjugating these things. Another rule of conjugation is there's one alternate form. Also, was that, like, totally in screen? I couldn't see. Is it up top? I'm gonna assume so. Okay. Okay. There is one other form of ANGLIC verb, and it is with this little dotted G up top. This dotted G, if you remember from the phonetics, makes the y sound. And verbs that have this in their infinitive form, the yan instead of an, this goes away with the present indicative form. You can type it there if you really want to be, like, verbose, but it looks weird, and it doesn't communicate anything. So you normally just get rid of it for the present indicative and present subjunctive. This is also giving a little bit more info, which is the subjunctive moods of things tend to just be the plural form stretched out. And that's really only for past subjunctive. Present subjunctive is no different, as you can see. And so this also affects the pronunciations of the suffixes, and also in a pretty predictable way. You put y before the filler vowel that this represents, or you put y before the actual vowel in the prefix. So, chep. This would be pronounced chapyeth. With chapyeth. Mid each other. We trade with each other. With Chapyth. And this holds up for the other conjugations as well. Chepyden. Chepyedwe. We've traded. And I could keep typing examples, but in general, it's Chepyed, Chepyeden, Chepyed, Chepyul, Chepyelm, Chepyzen, Chepyznen, Chepya, Chepyana, whoa, Chepyana, Chepyan. It's pretty predictable. And, it's pretty predictable, but it's the one thing you have to keep in mind. This y, this character here, is very useful because it also allows us to introduce another prefix that we can use to modify any of these tenses to be the perfect form. Now, in English, if you say something was done, it has a different mood than has been done. This implies that something happened as an event in the past at a single event. This implies that something happened as a series of events over a period of time that is now over. And it's a very subtle distinction, but like I did or I have done, these have very slightly, these indicate completion of some kind. I have done. Even though did implies that you did it in the past, so you're not doing it anymore, so the act of doing it is complete. I have done, just to our minds, has more linguistic perfection, finality. And you get all of this perfect aspect with the prefix ya. So, Yehirt means basically I have listened. Or well, ik Yehirt means I have listened. Ik Ye Chep Yit. I have traded. Ik Ye sailed. Yeah, ik je sailed. I have seen. So it's as much phonetic addition as we do in modern English. It's just a different edition. And can anyone who knows anything about any language tell me what this is a cognate to in any of the Germanic languages? There's something like that in French. It's neat. About which thing in French? The imperatives or the... I'm sorry, I'm slow with catching up to chat because I'm trying to do this monologue here. Trying to read out loud and follow along, but I'm noticing I got a heavy southern accent for it. That's fine. There's nothing set in stone. The way I always think Dutch in my head, like Dutch accent when I like try to pronounce this stuff, because it's similar enough to English, but also it's got some of them other, roly-trilly sounds, and other kind of h sounds. But there is, I believe in German, there's just ga or g in front of stuff. And the consonant's carrying over into the next word. Yeah, there's not so much of that in Anglic. It's more just like between words and syllables. Things don't necessarily have clear definitions of, like, you know, where syllables start and stop. Oh, that was my gel. I keep finding different ways to affix this thing, and it keeps falling off. Okay. Okay. Where else am I? Where else do I have to look at? Yes. The irregular verbs. This is the ultimate irregular verb. It is to be. Not to be. We'll get to negation later. But to be. And not, this font's really big for all the stuff going on in this chart. I kinda don't have room for anything else. Can I do this? Yeah, there we go. Cool. That looks good. That's better. I have a little bit of example room down here. That's all I really need. So this chart here is the copula, which is the word for to be in linguistics. Now, our word to be has a few different versions that came from different linguistic sources. They all sort of conjugate differently, and it's kind of a mess. We haven't kept all of them. We're not completely conservative with copulas, but we have kept most, and so there are going to be some similarities here. Anglic has a few different sets of copulas. There is the most formal, most proper, most specific, scholarly, liturgical, abstract Wesen. There is the personal Sind, Is, this whole family, which would be similar to, anyone who's learning German, probably be able to make those comparisons. And we have the B's, which is be and then beth. And this is the short version. You can basically put be or beth in place of any of these other things, and no one's going to care. It's not the most proper, but it can roll off the tongue. And when writing, it's just kind of easy somewhere for my brain to go to easily. It's an easy way for me to separate casual tone, just kind of rattling off blah, 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 versus intentional, all of this intricacy captured. And so, you could say the stana vis ANGLIC. And this means the stone is sharp. This is just the word is. You could say the was busy. Busy. They are busy. Oh wait, this says weth here. That doesn't... Hang on. Are my versions fucked up? Give me 1 second. History? Anglic grammar. I gotta make sure how to spell this. I don't want to fuck this up. I don't want to have an error in my own lesson video. Weth. It says weth here. Am I nuts? Okay, it's weth. Why does it say weth below? Okay. Please. Okay. And then this. All right, let me go back. All right, so they with busy would mean they are busy. If you say we sind and we sind, this means we are and will be. We sind. This is the first plural. Sind. All of the personals are plural. But there is no future tense for any of these. So what do you do when you don't have a future tense for these forms? Well, you use the proper form. So this would be Veseln. So even if you are using a personal version of the copula, if there is no personal version, you just default to the Wesen version. So Wesen. We sind and Wesen. We are and will be. But yeah. Other personal, to use the other personal pronouns, ik am fir. I'm on fire. That's what that means. Never done learning even when you're teaching. Like, I standardize so many things and then go back and re-standardize stuff, and like sometimes the chart and the text will like read slightly different spellings for words, but yeah. I am on fire. M. M is a similar word to am. It shouldn't be too hard to understand. You could also say thu ert affair, which means you are on fire, which I hope you don't have to alert anyone to that. I hope they'd be able to tell that by themselves. But the word ert is similar to the word are, and also similar to the Middle English word art. Like art thou. You know? If you want to refer to just like an object and you don't want to be super proper about it, you can say like the stan be. I already used this. Well, I'll use, yeah. You can say the stan be ANGLIC, which isn't the whiz from before. We don't need the whiz. We can just be. The stan be ANGLIC. This is not pronounced be or be. It is pronounced b. This sound, barely there. Just b. That's all. So, what else do we have? Ze is anta. She is first. She is oneth. This literally means. This isn't a verb conjugation. It just looks like one because ANGLIC likes apostrophes. Ze is anta. She is first. Is the same as are is, and it is the third person personal copula. You could also say ziba anta. This means she is first. But this would be what somebody talking about their friend who runs cross country would say. This would be how a publication would write it. That's sort of the difference. Sort of the difference between mood and tone. And just to demonstrate the plurals, this blos, no, blos, mas, beth, les. This isn't even necessary. This blostomus bithlis. This is be. Bith. This is just the plural form. It's like that. But just with that taken out because it's irregular enough. These flowers are fake. That's what this means. Ik will drink. What? Whiz. If you're going to a bar and you sit down, the bartender says, "What can I get for you?" You can answer, "Ik wil drink." What whiz? I want a drink. And this looks like it says, "What is?" But this is a function of this abstract form of whiz. Because it is so rarely used, it tends to mean, does something exist? Is something present? Is it extant in the situation? So instead of meaning what is, this means what is there. So this phrase means I want a drink. What is there? Or what do you have? What whiz? And this phrase, what whiz, can be used not just for inquiring about, items from a selection of things, options that you have. It can imply like, what whiz, like what's the problem? What is there? What are you talking about? Whiz is a very abstract and upspeak kind of word. It can fill in a lot. It implies more than the other forms because they're so specific. It does the work of all of the uses in which is takes a more abstract notion. And a bartender could answer, "Vin viz, Eloise, Medunewiz." Which means we have wine, we have ale, we do not have mead. And this takes us to our next little subunit here, which is negation. Negation is super easy. It's so simple. To negate something, to negate a verb in Anglic, you add na before it. So, ignaheb. I don't have. Ignahabit. I don't have it. Ignahab drink. I don't have a drink. Ignahab water. I don't have water. Like, it's that easy. The other way is you could put not after it. So, let's say I want to say I don't want to fight you. So ik ne vecht. I won't fight you. I will not fight you. Here's the word for will fight. Here's the word for na. Here's the word for you. Literally, I no will fight you. And that's that. It's that simple. We could also state this a slightly different way. Ik filtu du not. Or ik filtu not Du. So say that someone's trying to challenge you to a fight, and they go up to you, and they're like, wait. Say someone's trying to challenge you to a fight, and they go up to you and they say, Du. Filtach. Me. Fight me. You fight me. That's what that means. You could reply, Ik ne velte du. I'm not gonna fight you. Or, Ik velte du not. I will fight you not, is literally what that means, if you want to be super Shakespearean. But there is a chance that grammatically, even though it sounds natural, you're going to lose that word. Ik velte du. They're going to hear, you're going to fight me? And then they throw the first punch. So maybe you don't want to say it like that. You could say it this way, or you could say, Ik velte not du. I will fight not you. And this semantically is the same. It doesn't mean I will fight not you, as in I will fight somebody else but not you. It just means will fight not. I will fight not you. But yeah. Anglic street smarts. Yes, things to know. Things to know on the fly if you're getting into bar fights in Anglia. And another thing about the negatives is that double negatives build intensity. So if you say viz nan ne wiz nan the ik ne sel ne har ne et dan. There's a lot of no's in here. There's no, none, no, no, no. And the words literally here mean no, there is, none, that, I, no, see, no, here. Here as in like here the place. No, eat. Or to eat. And what this literally means is, I don't see anything here for me to eat. There is none that ne sell ne har ne etan. That's just throwing a bunch of no's. Meaning like, I don't fucking see nothing here for me to eat. That's more like what it's saying. And this is proper. The more no's you add, the stronger the negation. Alright. This is also what the Sumerian dog says at the beginning of the Sumerian dog joke. Oh wait, what is open? Hang on. Oh no. Hang on, I gotta make this joke. Lexicon. Forget double negatives, all negatives. Oh yeah, supreme negativity. How many words do I have? I haven't added any in like a year. Oh, it doesn't say. Window's too short. Okay. Open. Open. Open land? That's just acre. There's no word for just open, it's open. Oh well, ik kan opna net. Okay. It's like negatives in math where multiplication versus addition. Yeah, sort of. I'm not a toot, fuck off, but dignified. Oh, the fucking tout le monde. Alright. So that's negation. The last selection of things to talk about are going to be these things. Oh, wait. Gotta put the fucking toolbar away. Okay. So, that covers negation. The next, last thing I want to cover for this little Anglic lesson here is the auxiliary verbs kunnen, skellen, moeten, and mare, which means and more. Kun. Does anyone want to guess what kun means? It's not dirty. Ik kun rennen snel. That's not what I wanted to do. God damn it. Ik kun rennen snel. This indicates ability, knowledge to do something. So if you say Ik kun rennen snel, you're saying I can run fast. I can run fast. I can run quickly. But you can also say Ik kun dat, which means I can do that, or I know that, or I know how to do that, or I know about that. It's sort of, it can function as a verb in and of itself, but if it's used before an imperative, not an imperative, but if it's used before an infinitive, it tends to mean can. I can run, could, yeah, they got it. Can and can, yeah. Can and can, yes! Wow, somebody knows the word can. That's a cognate. That is a related word. Shall. I'm pronouncing it shorter than it would be. It's shall. This is just the word shall. Or should. So, this is used to mean the soft form of future tense. Like I was saying before, how el at the end of something is like a very hard form of future tense. Like this will happen with the amount of certainty that the sun will rise tomorrow. El will happen. But shall means it should. It shall. Probably will. But it should. Ik shall laten du varen. I shall let you go. I shall let you travel. I shall let you wander. I believe that. So I shall, you know, it's that. Mot. Does anybody want to guess what mot is? It's one of the other English words. The German schnell means fast, but apparently I'll say so. Yeah, like snail. God. Mot. Ik. Mot. Motes are those things in Gambit. Yeah, must. Must. Absolutely. This is must. So, ik moet rennen means I must run. Du moet rennen means you must run. Du moet rennen is what a mobster says to somebody who's just seen too much. However, renna is what someone's friend says to their other friend who also just saw a mobster do some shit. So, tends to be more instructional, tends to be more, not urgent, But more of a suggestion, more of a very strong suggestion. You must run. Or just, you know, or just a statement of fact. Du måste adam. You must breathe. You don't need to tell anybody to breathe. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you say asthma, which means breathe. But du måste adam. You must breathe is probably a more common way, common phrase that someone would say. Let's go back to du måste rennen. I like the mobster imagery. Gand or gadend. I use this one up higher. This one is so stupid obvious. What this one means, it's a contraction. I will say that. But it means ga and. Go and. So, if you were gonna say, yeah, oh, and gadend, because of gath being the plural form. Je gadend selna. You go and see. Basically, it's something that you put before a verb to, it's kind of a filler. Go and do this. It usually comes before an imperative. So, Gand. Everybody point and laugh at the S man. Oh my god. The Anglic for just breathe sounds a lot like a respiratory problem. Yeah, that's what I was laughing at. But I imagine they wouldn't call it asthma. They'd probably called it like breathing harden or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't have a word for asthma yet. Gand is like to do. Gand is go and. I'm trying to think. Gand, Gunficado. Go fuck yourself. Alright. The next. Don. Which, is, just our word do. And, it's one of those things that can be, used as an auxiliary verb, but can also be a verb that is flexible enough to have basically anything added to it. So if something is, sefton, it is done lightly, or done softly. If something is well done, it's well done. If something is glad done, that means it's done gladly, done happily. This is also basically the word for you're welcome. Gladly done. And, figadon, if you fuck something up. And then gan is similar. It is a word that means going or doing, functioning. And so, if somebody is well gone, things are going well. If somebody is fat gun, this means they are fasting or starving. This means they're running on their body fat. Or libgun, someone who runs on drugs. Someone who only functions on drugs, or running on drugs. Not one who, but the act of running. The act of running on drugs is libgun. There's a couple more explanations here, and another variation of this is gun, with two N's and no accent, so a longer N sound and shorter A sound. And this is essentially the same word, but it means gone or gone by. So if you say ich hab hit sitten tre years gone. I have it since 3 years ago. And gun basically can refer to like time passage. Time can refer to the passage of time. But yeah. And then it says negation at the bottom of here, but that's just because I didn't do. Oh yeah. Oh, this. Is there anything else I can wrap up before going to there? So I've given examples for all these. More examples and more use cases and all of this can be found on the ANGLIC doc, which you can find at case.dog/conlang, linked with all of my other crazy ANGLIC docs you can find at this URL here. Let's break down this passage here. Now, this is, we can all be Google dorks, yeah. Can you upload verbs for it too? Upload verbs where? Spinning on Queen's sentence from earlier, I should let you know that the noise the fox heard must have been the bar fight down the street where people did drugs, and that's why those girls were able to run so fast afterwards. Yeah, this is all happening in one village. In Anglia. That's what we're talking about right now. This is the average day in the life in Anglia. All of these conversations are happening simultaneously. I legit want to learn to speak this intuitively. I really, I do like having a part, it's completely fucking useless, but I do like having a part of my brain that can just kind of think in a language that doesn't exist and kind of just remember all of this shit. It's, it just, I don't know, it feels like a powerful secret. I don't know. Somerset is getting fucked in this universe. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, I have some things highlighted here, colored, and it's a lot of the things that have been talked about here. Infinitive flexibility. God. Oh yeah. I was talking about how the infinitive is used for other things sometimes. I was also talking about how the imperative is used for other things sometimes. Well, I can at least talk about the infinitive. This is a stanza from my song Keep Me Honest, which is mostly in English, but it has this one little bit at the end. The song itself is about words and phonetics and how things can have as much meaning as you give them, but if you don't translate them into action, then it's kind of pointless for them to have that meaning. So to kind of drive the point home, I do have a stanza that's just in ANGLIC, rattled off really fast, and it sounds cool, and I'm gonna break it down. So, I will say, starting off, this is meant to be a dig at people who used to talk to me a couple years ago when I started first doing my whole fucking spirituality performance art shit. I would kind of just message my friends with like different crazy findings and shit. And after a certain point, I started to notice when some people would like tune out or glaze over or not really like engage with anything I was saying. And so I never, you know, I don't confront people. I just write about it in music after I stop talking to them. So this says ik je bad spreken je story verjeres. Now, this is a already improper version of this conjugation. I'm referring to myself with be rather than am, being that casual right off the bat. I have been. I've been spreken. I've been to speak. So I have been talking. I have been speaking. Yeah. Story. Story means, it comes from a similar word to like disturbed. Disturbed. I've been talking crazy for years. I have been talking crazy for years now. It, man, none. It doesn't mean anything. Oth, thu, to, you. It doesn't mean anything. Oth means like to. Oth doesn't mean to. It means it means like as long as, up to the point that, or up to and considering. Thu, will, mik, ergen. This means fuck. This means you want to fuck me. This whole sentence means that means nothing to you as long as you want to fuck me, is this sentence here. All right? So now what we are seeing here is this an kind of popping up, and you would expect this to be like end, but it's not. I've been talking crazy for years. No, it's I have to talk. I have to speak. And then here, this is a more proper use of to fuck. You in stevnan. Thu in stevnan in kepmekaliven. You will agree. In means like in, on, or with. Steven means to voice. So to voice agreement, to voice with something is to agree. And kep and keep me aliven. And allow me, basically. And keep letting me talk. So you'll not along and keep letting me talk. And then that be well med ik. That is good with me as long as one or someone behiren is listening. Or listens. Or is there to listen, or to listen. So this word with an at the end of it is being used in a place where in English we would have an ing word, but semantically we mean an infinitive. And the same thing here, where this, you would think as long as one is listening, maybe the present form, as long as one has listened, but it's not trying to define a tense. It's just trying to define the act of being listened to. And so it just uses as long as somebody is there to hear it. So that's that whole stanza. This is not what I was expecting those lyrics to be. Yeah, fuck. Yeah. So that's all that. That's all of this. I don't have any more of this document. I'm free now. It's 1 hour and 40 minutes in. Cool. I think for the rest of the time, I'm just going to be doing guitar shit. The other day I was listening to Keep Me Honest, and I said to my girlfriend, one day I'll translate that ANGLIC and uncover the secrets. Yeah, it's not deep. But yeah. Yeah, that was just sort of a complaint that, you know, after a while I had, like, a lot of friends, and I was, like, getting really into, like, some super fucking, niche and crazy shit. And I would, like, try to, like, share my fascination with these things with people. and I would just get like neat exclamation point and then fucking not reading into anything. And then like something will come up in like a conversation later and I'd be like, oh yeah, this is like that thing when I sent you this, and they'll be like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't read any of that. And you know, like I was kind of getting sick of that shit. So I took it out in this form. But yeah, everything else that I didn't cover in this lesson can be found at case.dog/conlang. Up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I will have more lessons like this at some point in the near future. The next lesson, I believe, will be about... It doesn't say. So yeah, I'll have a few more lessons about ANGLIC going up on the lowercase channel. I'll also be streaming more takes of these live lessons and eventually doing some more experimentation with conlangs. You can find more resources. You can find more resources. Wow! You can find more resources for this and all of my conlangs at case.dog/conlang. And also, if you want more content like this, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, that's that. Will this verb lesson be on the ANGLIC doc? Yeah, I do want to make... I'm gonna have, like, a playlist thing, and I'm gonna have, like, you know, like, the lesson playlist and all of that. So you'll be able to access all these things. There's 3 lessons up right now. There's also a memorize course. And, you know, a full lexicon that you can use as a dictionary. And a full grammar reference document with a supplemental addition to it also coming soon. So yeah. Whoa! Thank you for gifting another sub, Queen Snarf. I think now we can get to the heart of we can get to talking about the real issues. As some of you may know, hang on. As some of you may know, it is a very special day today. Of course, I could be talking about our friend, none other than Neil, who's been banging out the tunes. Who's been banging out the tunes since April 13th, 2006. And if you listen closely, sometimes you can still hear him. Still doing his thing. Okay. I couldn't escape for a second. My Stream Deck was like fucked. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, we've paid homage to Neil. Let's move on. Without further ado, your host for this evening, not Neil. Okay. All right. So last time that I was on camera was 2 days ago with my friend Jared, and we were working on a brand new track that's based off of an older track that we'd never finished. So Neil banging out the tunes is eternal. Yeah, it sucked me in. It was hard to escape. Next year, get Neil. God. All right. That picture has a gravity. Yeah. That's my, I know somebody who has a mouse persona who makes music. Let me just, hang on. They gave me this at MFF. It's Goji. If you want a real mouse banging out some tunes, they just put out a single a couple days ago. Maybe a week ago, I think. Oh my god, Saxon's in their patron list. Goji's banging out some tunes? Absolutely. Anyway. It's Goji with 2 eyes. Okay, so. Here's where I'm at with, I'm a fool. Goji banging out the tune. I can't read the fucking I'm a fool without thinking of, sorry, I keep interrupting my own intro into this next bit, but, like, I saw this clip of, Gilbert Gottfried on, like, I think it's called Hollywood Square or Celebrity, I don't know, but it's that fucking tic-tac-toe game show from, like, 20 years ago. There's this clip of, like, Gilbert Gottfried on it, and every time, like, a contestant gets something wrong, he just shouts, like, "You fool!" It's, like, such a good bit. It's the best. Now I can't stop thinking about it. Now I can't stop thinking about Gilbert Gottfried. Rest in peace. May his memory be blessed. Where was I? Oh yeah. So, Jared and I wrote this song. And right now it goes like this, and I'm probably gonna do some more guitar, but here's the track. Have a good night, Spring. Pre-chorus. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling under weather, over rolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count me out too. I won't go down with you. Oh, okay, I'm here now. See you around semaphoric waves. Thanks for showing up. Okay. All right, what was I saying? Yeah, this song, it's kind of just a rough sketch right now, but Jared and I are gonna work more on it 2 days from now. I'm gonna try to set up this huge bass rig. I'm probably gonna try to actually set it up tomorrow, but like, you know, set it up for the cameras on Friday. It'd be cool to hear like a lyrical reference to Vex's. Yeah, I'm probably gonna drop a couple things, couple references. There's one thing I want to demonstrate, and I mentioned it on TikTok, but I want to just give you guys, an idea. I'm gonna turn my mic down. I'm gonna turn another microphone up too. Now, does anything sound different so far? Is there any change in what you're hearing? Is there any more noise, any more buzz? There's probably like a little bit. Usually I have a couple different microphones plugged in. Sometimes I have a microphone in front of that guitar amp that I have plugged in. But today, it's just a speaker. And not particularly, I can hear some background white noise. So, basically, what I've learned to do is use these speaker cabinets as a microphone. It's incredibly muffled. It's not the clearest, but somehow you can hear me. And if I turn that microphone off up there and still stay here and shout into this, it's still going to sound pretty muffled, but you're still going to be able to hear me. Now, sound. Sounds like I'm in a different room? Yeah. So, there's a couple different techniques for recording bass that were invented at Abbey Road Studios. One of them was known as the direct injection box. And I have a small version of one of those right here. It's kind of hard to see. But basically, you plug something like a bass or some other kind of like, you know, capacitance pickup kind of instrument into it, and it acts sort of like an amp or a preamp circuitry to give you a clean but still usable and mostly noiseless sound from the source that you're using without having to run it through a bass amp or a guitar amp. Another technique that they came up with was using a guitar cabinet like this one that I'm kneeling in front of right now to record sub-bass. So instead of using it as a speaker, you would put this in front of a bass speaker and then use this as your microphone. So if you wanted to record something
that would sound muffled, sound bassy, and cut out the higher frequencies, you could just use a guitar cabinet, and it would function essentially like a really bassy and not very responsive microphone. Bass is a very loud, very strong wave. So you want things that are capturing bass to be less sensitive because those frequencies are going to be louder. This gets you exactly that. And so if you didn't have a lot of extra equipment for EQ cuts and things, and you had to do a lot of stuff in the signal chain, this solution is fucking genius.
But yeah. I don't know how much of that was intelligible, but hopefully a lot. It's just like a really fucking cool thing about recording that it's kind of nuts. You wouldn't think it would work like that, but it does. All of it. Cool. That's amazing to me. Like, let me pull this up. Let me pull up this channel EQ. Now this is gonna analyze this input 2, pre, post. This is gonna analyze. Ooh. Yeah, hear that bass feedback? God. Hang on.
Hey! Hey! Why can't I fucking see this? Test. Test. There we go. Here. So, as you can see, all right. Still a little bit of a hum, but as you can see on the chart here, if I increase this size, look at the frequency response. Look at how high it goes. I want to just demonstrate this. Telephones typically only carry 200 hertz to 2K hertz. Like 2 kilohertz is usually where it cuts off. This speaker is getting up to 2K. When there's higher notes that are in proximity to it, or higher tones that are in proximity to it, it looks like it can get up to 4K in frequency response, which is more than enough to contain a human voice, which is actually phenomenal to me that a speaker is able to do that. This is fascinating to me.
Okay. Just wanted to demonstrate that. I think it's just I think it's cool. It's not meant to be a microphone, but it's better than most phone microphones. Crazy. Crazy. And so the main use that I want to use that for, I'm going to be using that on Friday to record the sub bass of our bass rig that we're doing. We're doing a 2 amp bass rig. But yeah. It's not meant to be. And yet, yeah, because microphones and speakers are essentially the same thing, like wired in reverse. It is getting too warm in here. I could probably just turn the heater off. Let me also just... Okay. Yeah, the cube has been banished. It's great. Now, I think one thing that I could do, I could try to like write lyrics and shit. I only really have like 40 minutes left until I like should be cutting stream. But I could do lyrics. I could also try to write some guitar parts. I do kind of want Jared's like bass part to sort of be like a lead texture of this thing, so I don't want to do too much extra guitar work, but I like playing guitar, so. Alright. Alright. Let me think. What mics should I use? I usually just go with the 57. I've tried using the ribbon, and I'm not totally sure how to mix ribbon mics yet, so we'll see. Ugh. Okay. This. Set up. Okay, cool. Got that. Where's my guitar? All right. I used to be really particular about making sure that all sounds that I would capture would be like pristine and editable and shit. Now I'm kind of like, if some of the mix bleeds into the background of some other shit, it doesn't really matter because the rest of what you're hearing is the rest of the mix. So like you can get away with a little bit of stuff here and there. You don't have to be such a stickler about all of the recording sources and shit like that. May need to get going, but it's been fun and wonderful stream as usual. Hell yeah. Have a good night, and thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate that immensely. I didn't think I had alerts muted. Why are they going away? Oh well. Thank you so much for the bits. All right, let's guitar. All right, what do we got here? What do we have for tuning? Oh, the rest of everything's in 432, that's right. Let's change this right away so I don't have to change it later. But this is the bass. This is Jared's bass track. Let's select everything in Jared's bass track. Let's fine tune it. Gonna load all of the... trying to catch shit. All the analysis. Okay, 32 hertz. Or 32 cents. Alright. Now I just gotta adjust it to myself. Gain. Alright, awesome. Damn. One more. think that was good. I think I should do one more just to get the... like, solid. Gotta have that slide good. I got enough of that. How does that sound? Okay, I had to retune my guitar. There's one note that was off. I also turned down the gain a little bit just to make it a little bit crunchier. Let's try this. That was the best one. Let's see if there's any chance I could double it. Alright, that's that. Cool. That's that riff. It's tuned to itself. It's very harmonic. Okay. Oh, fuck. What were these chords? Okay, what were these chords? It was... Okay. Let's try that. How does this go? God. Come on. I need to hear the tempo better. getting there. Backwards. Frustrating me. Okay. I think I got the ending a couple times good, and I think I got the middle right a couple times. I feel like I'm still writing this part as I'm recording it, which is not optimal. Bridges. So then it's da 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 da. Okay. Okay, let's do that. I need more heads up room than that. Come on. E. Come on. Okay. I will do this. I'm off. How am I falling off at the time so easy? my god. Bridges over it. Bridges over it. Phone's about to die, so I got a blast. Thanks so much for coming. Thank you for redeeming the stretch. Let me do that real quick. I just want to try to get through the guitars, all of the guitars in this, just to get better takes of some of them, because I was just kind of rushing through them last time. I just want to hear them better. Have a good night. I will see you around another time. Oh, what's happening? Bridge. Cool. Bridges over it. I think those last two were the ones. Definitely missed your streams after joining them every day for almost a month. Yeah, I mean, I'll be around. I'll be here, like, half as often. So, hope to see you around again. Okay, and it's not recording anything else? That's amazing. That's amazing to me. I have the chorus. Let's redo the first verse way simpler. That's all I need for that. And then... let's do another one of the chorus, but like big, full gain, and just going at it. Bridges. Had it. Okay. Yeah, there's that. All right. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under. Okay. Bridges over rivers. All right, let's piece this together. I think those last two. Put that there. And then this. Make it darker. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling under weather, over rolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count. Bridges over rivers, nothing running. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling under weather, over. Let's transfer to this. Move this one up to that. Move this one up here like so. And choose a different take. Rolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always. Under weather, over rolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count me out too. I won't go down with you. With you. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under. Let's get these here. Oh, fuck, it's doing that thing. God damn it. Weird, okay. Bridges over rivers. Okay, so let's drag these here, flatten them, take these, drag them back. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling under. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling under weather, over rolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count me out too. I won't go down with you. Okay. Last thing I want to do. Some better, higher, realer takes of this, this vocal part here. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling under weather, over rolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count me out too. I won't go down with you. Thinking of splitting something where like the lead is really like a lower harmony and like the upper harmony is really like the lead melody. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna play the whole track and then I'm gonna be right back. Here's this so far. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling under weather, over rolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count me out too. I won't go down with you. That's what I got. Alright, it's after 9, so I'm gonna finish this up and then go. I don't think there's fucking anybody here. I don't think there's a fucking goddamn... If you're in the chat, post something. I don't see... Yeah. I'm now just finishing up for my sake. Alright. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling... Okay. Whoa. 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 Who's here? Who all is here? I'm thinking that the last thing I'm gonna do is get some clearer vocals, just some better than demo vocals for this, before I cut out. So it's probably the last 5 or so minutes of the stream. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling under weather, over rolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count me out too. I won't go down with you. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling under weather, over rolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count me out too. I won't go down with you. Streamvox. Test. Testing. There we go. take a little bit of tape delay, and now let's lead it.
Bridges over rivers, water running under, feeling underwater, overrolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count me out too. I won't go down with you. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling underwater, overrolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count me out too. I won't go down with you. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling underwater, overrolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count me out too. I won't go down with you.
All right.
Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling underwater, overrolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count me out too. I won't go down with you. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling underwater, overrolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count me out too. I won't go down with you. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling underwater, overrolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset. Don't count me out too. I won't go down with you. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling underwater, overrolling thunder. Don't worry, what's the hurry? I can always reset.
I need to figure out a better way to deliver this because I just don't. It's just too long. Bridges over. Your bridges over rivers, nothing running under. Okay.
Your bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling underwater, overrolling thunder. Don't worry, no hurry, I can always reset.
Hmm.
just reset. I'll just reset. I'll just reset. I'll just reset.
Okay.
The bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling underweather, overrolling thunder. Don't worry, no hurry, I'll just reset. Don't count me out yet, so I won't go down with you.
Okay.
Your bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling under weather, overrolling thunder. Don't worry, but no hurry. I'll always say, don't call me up, so I won't go down with you. Bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling under weather, overrolling thunder. Don't worry, no hurry, I'll just say, don't count me out yet, so I won't go down with you. Bridges over rivers, your bridges over rivers, nothing running under, feeling under weather, overrolling thunder. Don't worry, no hurry, I'll just say, don't count me out yet, so I won't go down with you. Down with you. I won't go down with you. Our bridge is burning. Our bridge is burning. I won't go down with you. Our bridge is burning. When will they learn? I won't go down with you. Our bridge is burning, they'll never learn it. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. I won't go down with you. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. When will they start learning? I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. When will they start learning? I won't go down with you.
Okay.
I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning.
The bridge is burning and nothing's working.
I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning and nothing's working. down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. Down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. This isn't. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. The bridge is burning. Down with you. The bridge is burning. 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 Down with you. The bridge is the bridge is burning. Me. The bridge is burned. The bridge is burning. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working.
Come on.
Down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. The bridge is burning. The bridge is burning. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. The bridge is burning. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. I won't go down with you. The bridge is burning. This isn't working.
Alright, that should be enough of that. Duplicate a bunch of these. Right. Right. And pan right. I think I did 4 parts. I want to find the lowest one. I think this one I had it good.
down with you. Bridge is burning. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. The bridge is burning. This isn't working. Your bridges over rivers, nothing wrong. Your bridges over rivers, nothing running up. Your bridges over rivers, nothing running under. Feeling under weather, overrolling thunder. Don't worry, no hurry, I'll just re-say. Don't count me out yet, so I won't go down with you.
Let's see how I can do these lyrics.
Are you done overanalyzing? You're missing the point. Are you running into horizons? Were you given a choice? The bridge between us is burning. I don't think you're learning much. What's under the... You're running from... missing the point? Are you running into horizons? Or you giving a choice? The bridge between us is burned. The link between us is already burning.
The link between us is already burning up.
Is already burning up. I don't think you're really learning much. And us is already burning up. I don't think you're really learning much. The link between us is already burning up. I don't think you're really is already burning up. And I don't think you're really learning much. The link between us is already burning up. I don't think that you're really learning much. Between us is already burning up. I don't think anyone's really learning much. The link between us is already burning up. I don't think anyone's really learning much. The link between us is already burning up. I don't think anyone's really learning much. The link between us is already burning up. I don't think that anyone is learning much. The link between us is already burning up. I don't think that anyone is learning much. The link between us is already burning up. I don't think anyone's really learning much.
I'll do something with those. I'm running out of ideas, and it's late, and I'm kind of tired. And it's like fucking 40 minutes longer than I should be streaming. I've been streaming a half an hour longer than I should have. So I'm gonna cut out whoever's still here, whoever's still lurking, whoever's still falling asleep to this shit, whoever's out there. Have a good night. I will see you Friday. That's all. I'll be back on Friday to put big bass over this song about the world ending. Well, not the world not ending. Us ending. Good night.